Hey everybody, Mike from Trailworks here. Today on Bike Check, we've got the Rad Fuse Comp. Now we don't do a ton with hardtails, but this one we really like. This bike has been around in Specialized lineup for a few years now, since about 2015, 2016 era. Started out as a 275 plus bike, morphed into this 29 2.6 Bruiser. Great first aggressive hardtail. If you want a dirt jump bike that you can pedal around, the Fuse Comp I think is the way to go. This one's 2,300 bucks. Get 4-piston brake up front, 2-piston in the rear. Again, 2.6 aggressive tires, eliminators. Full 12-speed drivetrain back there. Bolt-on front and rear. A little bit bigger rotor in the front. 800 millimeter wide bars with lock-on grips. Obviously full hydraulic disc. Dropper post, gotta have that, right? 1x setup, everybody wants the 1x. This bike, you get the dub bottom bracket. So if you do want to upgrade your cranks later to something fancier, something nicer, you're not replacing the bottom bracket because it's not a square taper. It's gonna be a full dub spindle, 2-piece crank bottom bracket. Sealed cartridge bearing in the headset, hubs, bottom bracket all the way around. So you're gonna get serious longevity out of this thing. Sets up tubeless, really nice. But you know, the aspect of this bike that we really like is that it's not a cross-country race hardtail. As much as, you know, I love the Rockhopper and it's, you know, one of the two, you know, super vintage bikes from Specialized that have been around for decades, the Rockhopper still maintains a lot of its cross-country citizen racer heritage with steep head angles. Again, very cross-country race oriented. A little bit lighter weight, not as aggressive. Most of the kids and 20 somethings that are getting into mountain biking, this is what they want to get on. Little price prohibitive, but well worth the money. You got an air spring fork with fully adjustable damper, so you're going to get something that's not a boat anchor. It's not a coil spring fork you have to throw away when it starts feeling funny because there's no service kits for the RST or whatever the hell's on there out of the box. So this bike features some really cool things. It's got a great floating brake mount. So because you have adjustable rear end on this thing, if you're practicing your manuals, you can slam it forward. If you want something a little bit longer and more stable because you're learning the jumps or something, or you just want that more stability, you can actually slide that whole rear wheel back. Really clean, nice design from Specialized that allows you to do that pretty quickly, pretty easily. So the Fuse Comp, again, is a bike that you can really slam around on, that you can really ride aggressively, have a good time on, learn the sport, or keep as a second bike for the neighbors or your friends. Something that you can take to the new Bacon Ridge Bike Park and get after some of those jumps and some of those drops. Super fun bike. Lots of room for accessories, super stout frame, all internal routing, slack head angle, steep seat tube angle, really fun bike. So the Fuse Comp is something that we try to keep a lot of around in multiple price points. We also carry a lot of the Fuse Sports, which is almost as good of a bike for not a lot less money. But we do have those bikes around as well. So check in with us at Trailworks anytime you got a question about suspension, where to ride, questions about what bike you're buying, even if it's not one we sell. We're happy to help you out and give you some information. So thanks so much for checking in with Trailworks. This has been Mike with Bike Checks. We'll see you soon.